like this at that price. So the 4GB version, which was the most popular version last year, and it is still the best-selling phone at this price. So with Redmi Note 5, we wanted to do even better. We've taken the 4GB version and made it 11,999. So again, let's take a look at the comparisons here. You have the same great phone with a bigger display, better camera, and a better price. It's awesome. We've also made an ultra slim case. It looks great, and most importantly, it actually protects your phone really well. So pretty much everybody we talk to has a case, and when we look at the reviews of some of the popular ones, they're not that great, and most of these cases are around $200 to $300. So with Redmi Note 5, we've included this case in the box. And because it's from Xiaomi, because it's our case, you know that it's high quality and the fit is really, really good. You know, I've heard from a lot of people who order our phones and then buy the case separately and have to wait a few days before the case comes, and they're protecting their phone religiously. They don't remove the plastic. I saw somebody who was carrying their Redmi Note 4 around in the box, which I thought was pretty ridiculous. So now we have the case included in all devices for free. So that's it, Redmi Note 5. It's India's all-rounder. Big upgrades to design, especially with the full screen display. Low light camera improvements, both to the front and back. And importantly, a lot of quality improvements, specifically here for India. And we still have the best in-class battery life and performance. It also comes with the Ultra SIM case for free. So Redmi Note 5, it's an all-around upgrade to what is still today one of India's best-selling phones. And this photo is from a trip that we made a couple weeks ago visiting Mi fans around the country. We really believe in Redmi Note 5, but many of you have asked us for more. And so, for that, we have Redmi Note 5 Pro. This is the global debut of Redmi Note 5 Pro. This is the first time you'll see this anywhere in the world. And again, I want to emphasize that we don't just say we focus on India because it sounds good. We are the only company that is consistently launching new products here in India first. And so Redmi Note 5 Pro, it is also the first device in the world to come with Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 mobile platform. Yeah, the first device in the world. And again, this is the third year in a row that we're doing that. First, we did the Snapdragon 650 with Redmi Note 3. Last year, Snapdragon 625 with Redmi Note 4. And this year, Snapdragon 636 with the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So it's not just a statement. We actually launch things, new technologies here in India first. And we're really, really proud of that. So people love the performance of Redmi Note 3. And that was because it had those flagship grade A72 cores in them. So Snapdragon 636 comes with the latest Cryo microarchitecture. And for those of you who don't know Cryo, they are Qualcomm's semi-custom CPU based on ARM Cortex technologies. Now these Cryo cores are previously exclusive to 800 series phones. Things like the Snapdragon 820 and the Snapdragon 835. And Snapdragon 636 comes with Cryo 260. These are based on the flagship grade ARM A73 core. And here's some of the benefits that you can see here. It has up to 50% better performance and is almost 40% more power efficient. And Cryo 260 isn't just about peak performance, it's also a huge improvement to sustained performance. So you have flagship performance for a long period of time because it's optimized for efficiency. And Snapdragon 636 comes with 4 performance Cryo cores, and this is the only phone anywhere near this price which has flagship ARM cores in it. There are also 4 Cryo cores for the power cores, which are based on 853. So you might have seen this before, but what does this all mean in practice? What do we actually get? Well, of course, we ran Antutu on it, and I think the results are pretty cool. So we listened. With Redmi Note 5 Pro, we are again bringing flagship grade performance to the Redmi Note series, and that's all thanks to Snapdragon 636. This completely destroys the performance of any phone in this segment. If you want performance or power, Redmi Note 5 Pro is the only phone to get. And if we compare it to the Snapdragon 625 and Redmi Note 4, it has over 59% better performance on Antutu. Now, 8x853s are great, but for flagship grade performance, you need the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So last year, we talked about 14nm FinFET, and this is the reason why we avoided some other CPUs that you guys had asked us for. We spent a lot of time talking about the benefits. And so we worked with Qualcomm, and we waited for Snapdragon 636, because it has the best of both worlds. The raw performance of Cryo, along with the efficiency, thermal performance, and battery life from 14nm FinFET. So Redmi Note 5 Pro with Snapdragon 636, it has flagship DNA, and it still has 14nm FinFET for thermal performance and battery life. We worked closely with our friends at Qualcomm to make this product. Larry Paulson, the president of Qualcomm India, is here today. Thank you so much for your hard work and support. And Larry was kind enough to share this quote with us on our collaboration. We're proud to collaborate with Xiaomi for the global debut of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 mobile platform. Sporting our latest Qualcomm Cryo semi-custom CPU, Snapdragon 636 makes Redmi Note 5 Pro a true performance beast. Thank you very much, Larry. We totally agree, by the way. So it's the best of both worlds. And we think it's exactly what you've been asking us for. Best-in-class performance in the Redmi Note series. But we're not done with performance yet. Redmi Note 5 Pro also has up to 6 gigabytes of RAM. This is the first time ever in a Redmi series, 6 gigabytes of RAM. But it's not just about the size. We've also used the fastest type of RAM available in the market, LPDDR4X RAM. This is the same kind of RAM that you'll find in any flagship phone today. It's up to 35% more power efficient compared to LPDDR3 RAM, which is what you find in most phones in this price range. And it's 20% more power efficient than LPDDR4. So Redmi Note 5 Pro has amazing performance. Snapdragon 636 and up to 6 gigabytes of incredibly fast LPDDR4X RAM. It is the most powerful Redmi Note ever, and it is by far the most powerful phone that you can get anywhere near this price. All right, now let's talk about design. Just like Redmi Note 5, Redmi Note 5 Pro is beautiful. So we have another great product video to show you, so let's take a look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I was getting some feedback there. Redmi Note 5 Pro, it's beautiful and modern. We have a similar tapered back cover to what we have in Redmi Note 5, and it curves perfectly in the edges. And if you'll notice in the demo zone, the corners are also a little bit different on Redmi Note 5 Pro. It fits really comfortably in your hands. Here's the gold version. Again, elegant gold on the back with the white front. But probably more appropriate for today, the Valentine's Day pairing of the Lake Blue and Rose Gold. Actually, personally, I prefer the Rose Gold version. It looks really elegant. Again, check it out in person in a little bit. So here are all four. Lake Blue, Black, Gold, and Rose Gold. So that's performance and design. But the real reason why you should buy this phone, the real true power of this phone, is the camera. Redmi Note 5 Pro is India's camera beast. It's got great performance, but the camera is awesome. And I can confidently say that this is the best camera of any smartphone that we've shipped here in India. So let's start first with the rear camera. The Redmi Note 5 Pro has a dual camera. I got a bunch of claps for that in the video. It's the first time we've ever shipped a dual camera in a Redmi Note smartphone. And it's a 12 megapixel IMX486 sensor from Sony, the main sensor. And the secondary sensor is a 5 megapixel color sensor to capture depth information. The rear camera comes with a portrait mode. And while the dual camera helps, as many of you know, software is as important, if not more important than hardware when it comes to camera performance. And so we've been working on an AI-based computing engine specifically for our cameras. We have a camera team in our Meet Brain division. And for portrait mode, we use a process called semantic segmentation. This is based on our powerful deep learning algorithm. So semantic segmentation tries to understand and break down in